When was the first time that you were called weird? For me, I was in my grandma's front yard. I was drinking an orange soda and missing more teeth than I had, when the girl over the fence said, "You're weird." And I remember thinking, what does that even mean? As I grew up, "You're weird" kept following me. At first, it fizzed sweetly on my tongue like orange soda, but slowly that sweetness soured. It stopped feeling funny and quirky and started to feel like an eviction notice to my personality, like a fence between me and belonging. You see, weirdness is like laughter. It catches you off guard and makes you do a double take. It's the oddly specific overshare. It's the silence after your very loud laugh. It's the dream too strange to share at a family dinner. Those moments can make us feel really uncomfortable. But what if, instead of pushing them away, we leaned into them? What if, instead of fighting our weirdness, we collaborated with it? What if we tried it right now? Let's take a normal, everyday routine of putting on our socks and shoes. Normally, it goes a little like this. Sock, sock, shoe, shoe. Simple enough. Now, what if we made it weirder? What if we did this? Sock, shoe, sock, shoe. A little mind-bending, but what if we made it weirder? What if we did something like this? Shoe, shoe, sock, sock. Now, I've gotten on my shoe, shoe, and I'm actively getting on my sock, sock. If you think this looks weird, imagine how it feels. Did you see what just happened? We were weird. And we still accomplished the goal. Unconventional, sure, but our socks and shoes are on. I stopped following the systems ingrained in me and around me, and I created my own. For a moment, we were free. And that moment of freedom is what we're all chasing, whether it's financial, creative, emotional. The thing is, most people will never get close to even touching that moment because someone or something is standing in the way. And that's what we call a gatekeeper. Oxford defines it as a person or thing that controls access to something. In art, this can look like markets, galleries, curators, or even the price of tuition. As an artist navigating the scene, I have experienced every form of a gatekeeper that you can imagine, including myself. You see, at one point, it wasn't them, it was me. I was my own gatekeeper. I was the fence between myself and belonging because I was afraid of being too weird. The good news is, I let that go. Obviously. The better news is, that was the easy part. Because the next gatekeeper I encountered was not one that I could reason with or outgrow. This one did not live in my head. It lived in the systems around me. It was no longer about what I brought to the table. It was about the color of the table itself. I would have rather been called weird, had it screamed to my face, than be quietly dismissed for something that I cannot change. So I focused on what I could change. I stopped thinking about what I could bring to this metaphorical table, and I thought, well, what if it wasn't a table at all? What if it was a vending machine? Yeah, what if we put art in a vending machine? That'll show 'em. A month after that thought, I was standing at the launch party of my first art vending machine with a line out the door of people waiting to vend art from a machine that hosted over 35 local artists. 2 months after that thought, I was standing at the launch party of my second art vending machine with so many people showing up to that event that the transformer in the machine blew. And though it's funny now, I most certainly cried then. 4 months after that thought, these two machines had hosted over 60 local artists. In just 4 months after that thought, these two machines had sold over $10,000 worth of art. Was this a weird idea? Yes. Was it unconventional? Most certainly. But that's why it worked. I was putting my shoes on before my socks, and I would rather look ridiculous than be restricted. When I stopped chasing access and approval, I created my own. This was no longer just about art, it was about the artist. And what does putting art in a vending machine have to do with gatekeeping anyway? Well, every 2 months, I open up applications to be within the machine. It's a simple online form that funnels into one large spreadsheet. The applications are then scrambled up and randomized, and then a lineup is chosen. But here's the thing. I don't choose the lineup. No one does. It's a complete blind lottery. There is no bias. There is no algorithm. There is no gatekeeping. Every application has the same chance because every artist deserves a chance. Freedom of expression means absolutely nothing without the access to do it. So when you think back at the decisions that you have made in your life, was there someone or something gatekeeping you? Was it the systems around you? The systems ingrained in you? Was it simply you? To find this answer, let's go ahead and close our eyes. Think back to the first time that you were called weird. Where were you? What were you wearing? What was the feeling in your chest? Have your current self look your younger self in the eyes and say the following: you are weird, and I am so glad that you are. You are meant to be so much more than ordinary. Your weirdness is not a flaw, it is your fingerprint. Go ahead and open your eyes. I'm now in my 20s, and I enjoy the taste of orange soda again. I still hear, "You're weird," but I no longer hear it as an insult. I hear it as proof and validation that I am showing up as myself. So the next time you hear, "You're weird," smile and suggest they put their shoes on before their socks. Thank you.